The mother of 16-year-old Grace Lynch, who died after being knocked down by a Scrambler motorbike, has given an emotional statement at a vigil in Finglas in Dublin this evening, where hundreds turned out to support Grace's family. The young girl died after she was struck by the Scrambler while walking close to her home at the weekend. Well, Aisling Ní Cúisle joins us now from Finglas. And Aisling, large crowds there and emotional scenes as well.
Evening, Caroline. Well, an extremely difficult evening this evening for the community here in Finglas. Over 1,000 people attending that vigil here this evening, and they met at the scene on the Ratoath Road where Grace Lynch was knocked down by that Scrambler bike yesterday. Grace's parents, Siobhan and Martin, led the walk. We're holding a sign saying "Justice for Grace." Over 1,000 people taking part in that vigil, and across the silence of the night you could hear young girls crying, friends of little 16-year-old Grace's who attended, all holding little pink balloons that were let out up into the air after the vigil had ended. Now, there was a really sense of heartbreak here in the community today, but also a real sense of frustration over the issue of Scrambler bikes. People that we spoke to saying it has been an issue here for years. And Grace's mum, Siobhan, addressed the crowd at the end of that vigil, very emotional, naturally, as you can imagine, and she told the people that had gathered that she will continue to fight to make sure Scrambler bikes are taken off the roads in memory of her little girl.
I just want to thank you all from the bottom of our hearts for turning out for supporting my child. I will fight, and I will fight to get these Scramblers and scooters and everything off these streets. My poor baby was mangled in that hospital in that bed, and to watch her take her last breath is the worst pain imaginable. And she's our twin brother now, I know that, and he's watching her, he's minding her, but it's not something that any parent should have to deal with. And everybody's support, and we get petitions signed, and we do the best. We will get this in the name of Grace. Support our please.
Well, you can hear the raw emotion there in Siobhan Lynch's voice, but that was really displayed right across the community here today. A lot of parents pushing prams in that vigil this evening, and everybody we spoke to had the same thoughts today. There is a large issue with Scrambler bikes here in the area for the last number of years, and Debbie O'Brien, one of the organisers of the vigil here today, saying to me before they started their walk that this was one of the reasons that they wanted to gather as a community this evening.
Myself and a friend of the family just had a discussion this morning that Grace never got to finish her final walk. So we just thought it would be a lovely testament to Grace's family to pay vigil and help her on that final journey.
It's been a really difficult day here, hasn't it?
Yeah. I didn't know Grace personally, it's just how it's affected the community, and just standing here watching yesterday how it affected everybody. It just kind of puts everything into perspective as your own children. It could have been one of mine walking out on the road, so it really hits home.
Well, 2 other men were hospitalised yesterday for non-life-threatening injuries. A young boy in his early teens and a man in his later teens. Subsequently, Gardaí arrested 1 man in his late teens. That man still being held in question at a Dublin Garda station in connection with this ongoing investigation.
OK, Aisling Ní Cúisle in Finglas, thank you very much for that.